Hi everyone, it's Chloe here from Scratch Magazine. I hope you're all doing well and are getting ready for the weekend. Today I'll be chatting to Richard and Esme of Esme's Manicure Challenge. And Esme is a nine-year-old little girl who is sadly suffering from leukemia at the moment, and her and her dad are doing loads of fun things to raise money for Young Lives versus Cancer, a charity close to their hearts. So Esme has created Esme's Manicure Challenge, and we're going to find out a bit more about that, how you can get involved as a nail tech, and it's basically more about it. We've done the challenge ourselves in the office and we've had so much fun doing it. And today we'll be finding out a bit more about what she's enjoyed about the challenge and how you can get involved. As always, this will be saved to our IGTV, our website and our Facebook. And I really hope you enjoy our chat with Esme and Richard. They'll be joining soon. Let me just have a check. Esme and Richard, if you are there, please could you kindly request to join? And we're just waiting for Esme and Richard to hop on, and then we can get started finding out about the chat. Just waiting for them to join now. We had loads of fun doing it in the office. So what we did, as you may have seen in our social media, we had let's have a look. Just said they're all ready, but probably having trouble getting in. Yes, hopefully they'll be with us soon. In the office we had a Scratch Magazine versus Olympia Beauty, and they went head to head. And so we had Ian from Olympia Beauty and Scott Derbyshire from Scratch Magazine, and they went head to head painting each other's nails. And we let you guys choose our winner, and which Ian won. And we had so much fun doing it in the office. So I really hope that you can all get involved as well. I've got Esme and Richard here now, so I'm just going to let them on. Yes, Esme and Richard, I've just sent you a request, so hopefully that may work. Oh, here we are now. Hi.
Hi, guys.
Hi. Thank you so much for joining us, Esme and Richard.
It's okay.
Thank you. And Esme, I really hope your manicure challenge has got all of our nail techs so excited. So Esme, what is your favourite thing about painting your dad's nails?
I just like winding them up, basically.
It does seem like a lot of fun. So firstly, for Richard, for those that don't know, please can you explain a bit about what the challenge is and how people can get involved?
Yes, so it all started with Esme, as she said, wanting to wind me up. So she's been trying to get as many guys as possible to have their nails painted as brightly as they can, the most garish, sparkly colours you can go for. So there's 3 rules involved. It has to be as bright and as sparkly as it can. Has to stay on for at least a week in all the fun places that you might go in the week, and we have to see evidence of it up on Instagram or on other social media channels so that everyone can share the giggles and share the laughs.
Yeah, definitely. You've had a great response as well from our social media. I think a lot of our nail techs have had fun getting involved and sort of implementing a sort of scheme in their salon where men can get a manicure for free if they donate to Young Lives versus Cancer and things like that.
So many of your readers and your followers and stuff have been so amazing in how they've got involved. It's just been really wonderful to see all the support we've had and all the amusing nails pictures that we've had and seeing has kept Esme smiling throughout all of her treatment so far.
Oh, I'm so pleased to hear that. And so you mentioned a bit already, but how did the challenge start? Obviously, Esme wanted to wind you up, but was there any intention to raise money for charity, or was it very much just a fun thing to keep Esme cheerful?
No, it was kind of a bit more organic than that. It was just after Esme's first round of chemo had finished, and we were down in Southampton at that point, and we're going to be moving up to Royal Marsden to go through the recovery phase of that. And Esme was feeling a bit low, so Mum thought she'd paint Esme's nails, and I thought I'd join in as well, as you do, to see if I could get some smiles going. Thinking that I would be able to take it off later on that day, or maybe have it on for a couple of days. But Es quite quickly informed me that I had to keep it on for a week. And she thought it was so funny, she started sending pictures to all of her friends and all of her cousins and things like that, and starting to ask them to get their dads involved and their brothers and their nephews and their granddads, and really it just took on a life of its own from there. and her school heard about it, so she had all the teachers and all the kids in her schools painting their nails for the week before the Easter holidays. And we thought, well, if this is looking like it's bringing quite a lot of smiles and getting out there quite a lot, we might as well see if we can raise some money for Young Lives versus Cancer, who have been so good to us down in Southampton and since. So we set up the Just Giving page, just as a way just to do some good out of it and make some fun, do some fundraising from it as well. And that's currently sitting on something like £10,621, which has just blown us all away completely, hasn't it?
Mm.
It's really amazing, the generosity that everybody's had, and it's really given us a really positive thing to focus on throughout Esme's treatment. And certainly brought some smiles, not just to Esme, but the rest of us during some dark days as well.
Oh, I'm so pleased to hear that. And obviously, Esme, who doesn't love having their nails painted? But yeah, so obviously you mentioned a bit about Young Lives versus Cancer, about how they've been so helpful towards you. So what sort of things have they done to help you, and how do they help other families going through the similar thing that you are?
So one of the best things they did was just they were there right at the very start. It's a really scary time. There's so many unknowns and questions, and it feels like you get hit by this train of this cancer diagnosis. And they were really there to help us and support us and to talk things through and to kind of hold our hands a little bit, if you like, at that very kind of early days. They came and came along with a couple of grants to help us out with parking or food costs when we were in the hospital, because obviously you're outside your normal environment and don't have anything there. And they've just been a real support for us through ever since. They've done some referrals to us to other charities. So Esme's getting some really funky shoes made up for her, special custom shoes. And they've helped my younger daughter Abby with some art therapy to help her deal with it and talk through it and things as well. And in terms of, that's just kind of for us, but they do an awful lot of other things for other families as well. So we were quite fortunate that we're fairly close to the Royal Marsden, so we can go in and out there fairly easily. But if you don't live close to your hospital where you're having your treatment, they have things like houses where you can go and stay in for free, so you don't have to worry about accommodation costs. They have kind of respite holiday homes that you can go off to, and really do everything they can to be a referral point and to help support families through what's a horrible time, really.
Yeah, it sounds like a really amazing charity. So it's absolutely amazing that you've raised so much money for the charity. So Esme, you've painted your dad a few times. Your dad's nails a few times I've seen on Instagram. So have you got a favourite set of nails that you've done for your dad?
Yes, I do. I think it's probably going to be the alien nails that I painted on Dad.
Oh wow, alien nails! They sound great.
She did some two-tone nails with little smiley faces on top to make them into aliens. Just before I had to go up to my first trip back into the office, actually. So I took those ones off on all the public transport up in London.
Oh, have you had anyone ask about your nails at all when you've had nails like that?
Oh, plenty. Yeah, all the time. Generally, I get a slightly raised eyebrows and, oh, you've got nice nails on. And it's like, yes, I have a daughter who likes to paint them. And sometimes you get into the whole story of things and people are really blown away by it and want to get on board. But yeah, it's the ones that maybe don't come up and ask you about it that are a little bit more odd. So it was on my really early days, I had a new starter in my team at work because I manage people. And I had her first phone call with me, a video call, and she didn't mention the nails. And then later on in the day, she said, "Oh yeah, I did notice your nails." I was like, well, what did you think I had them on for? Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. We've actually just had some comments that perhaps, so everyone's saying that they want alien nails for summer. So Esme, you might have started a bit of a trend.
Yeah, alien nails all round.
Definitely. So obviously this challenge is really, really helping keeping your spirits up. Do you see it being a long-term thing in the future, or have you got any goals for the challenge?
Well, really, it grew quite organically. So we're going to try and keep it going as long as we can. We'd love to raise as much money as we can for Young Lives versus Cancer. They had a really difficult year last year with the pandemic, stopped a lot of their fundraising activities. So to be able to do something like this, which it's not reliant on group activities and stuff, has been really, really good and really helpful. So yeah, just to kind of continue spreading the joy and spreading smiles and and seeing if we can raise some money off the back of it as well.
That sounds great. And Esme, I've got a question for you. So if you could choose one celebrity to take part in the challenge, who would you want it to be? Or whose nails would you want to paint?
Probably Steve Batchel's or Anton Dex.
Oh, those are very good choices. If you're listening, then
Yeah.
I'm sure Anton Deck as well, especially would love to get involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Steve Batchel's a good shout. I think he'd quite like getting involved as well.
I think definitely for sure. Well, you never know. Fingers crossed.
We'll see.
Yeah. And so, Esme, have you got a favourite colour that you like having your own nails when your mum painted them for you?
Yes. My favourite colour is purple. So I often have purple nails.
Oh.
Yeah, you're sporting funky black ones with moons and stars at the moment, aren't you? I'm sure of that.
Oh, can we have a sneak peek? Oh, those are lovely. Oh, wow. That's amazing. Well, thank you so much for chatting to us, guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the link to your Just Giving page and everything we've done so far in the comments. But yeah, just want to say thank you so much for everything you're doing. We really enjoyed getting involved in the office ourselves. And I think you might have seen our coverage that we did with our Scratch Magazine versus Olympia Beauty.
Yes, that was quite amusing and a great idea to kind of put in the challenge.
Yeah, definitely. Esme, I'm not sure if you saw our pictures with Ian and Scott, but did you have a favourite if you did see them? No worries if you didn't see them.
Yes, I did have a favourite. I can't remember which one.
I think it was Scott that you liked. One of them had more colourful nails, and she liked the colourful ones.
Oh, yes, that was Ian who painted Scott's nails.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Well, as I said, this will be saved to our IGTV and our website and our Facebook, so feel free to share from your account as well. And anyone else watching, feel free to share because I'll put the donation link so people can donate as well.
Lovely. Great.
Thank you so much for joining us. Sending you lots of love from Scratch Magazine.
Thank you, and thank you to everyone at Scratch Magazine for all the publicity and the sharing that you've given to it as well. It's really made a big difference.
You're welcome, and hopefully we'll chat to you again soon.
Okay.
Thank you so
Take care.
much. Bye.
Bye now.
Bye.
Bye, Esme.